So I don't know about you guys, but for myself, I have actually been dealing with imposter syndrome my entire life. Now, a lot of people think that, to become successful, that you have to naturally have the gift. And this actually deters a lot of people from, even putting any kind of effort in, right? If you're trying to get healthier or you're trying to become a successful business leader or whatever it may be, you feel like that is not who you are, that you would be a fraud to even attempt something like that. But the truth is a lot of these successful people or, celebrities, whoever they may be, these people that we idolize, we look up to, that they have a backstory, right? That they have many things happen in their life that, you don't know what their thought process was, that they too have felt like imposters, that they too had to go through that growth to be able to achieve the things that they achieved. And it's not until we realize that, you come out of your comfort zone, you're going to actually feel like a fraud, you're going to feel like an imposter. In my life, I've actually been there, right? I've been in a 12-year career as a telecommunications specialist, right? That was my identity. I thought that, I would live the rest of my life as a telecommunications specialist. Yes, I did go back to college and I got my degree, and then I got that first job as a software developer. And I felt like a fraud, right? I had done the training, I had done the schooling, but yet I still felt like a fraud. I felt like I would be exposed, that that guy would come running out of nowhere just to tell me that I was a fraud. But the truth of the matter is he never showed, right? It's because I was out of my outside element, because I was uncomfortable, that I had to establish my confidence in myself, and that I could actually get those little victories until it felt like the norm, until I felt like I belonged. And the biggest thing to even do before you even get started is to believe in yourself, right? To believe that you are, and then you become that person that you want to become. You become that success that you've been looking for when you realize that it's just all comes down to a mindset, that you're gonna feel like you don't belong until you make it a norm, and that you're gonna actually feel this way many times in your life anytime you try something new. When you try something new, you're going to be exposed to something you're not comfortable with. You're going to be exposed to new elements that you're unaware of, new techniques or new people, whatever the case may be. You're going to feel like a fraud until you can build that confidence in whatever you're trying to do up to where you feel like you actually belong. And you have to continuously put in the effort, continuously put in the time to be able to establish this new identity, right? And to not think that this is outside of who you really are, because this is not the case, right? You've associated your old molding that you're trying to grow out of and not be anymore, right? You're too wrapped up in that identity to accept this new identity that is still you. There's nothing different. This is just a more active, this is a more successful identity that you're trying to associate yourself with, and it's hard to break out of that mold, hard to shed that old exterior of what you believed you were. And this takes, again, a lot of time and a lot of effort, but realize once you actually get there and you've established these things and have had those little victories, well, you migrate to that new identity and accept that as your new identity. And then you'll find that you'll grow out of that identity, right? And hit that imposter syndrome again, because you want to continue growing, right? And this is where imposter syndrome always comes in, when you find that you are trying to grow, when you're trying to become more successful. That imposter syndrome is something that is always there and always, the first thing you deal with until you get over that hurdle. And the longer or the more you put yourself in that position, the more comfortable the uncomfortable becomes. And this is what you want to do so that you can continue to grow. And you may never ever get over the imposter syndrome. There are many times where you actually feel like you're successful and you have the confidence, and then you'll just have a one-off day where you just feel like you're a fraud. It'll just come out of nowhere, and that's completely normal. That you just have to ride through it, right? You just have to get through that time, and that it will be perfectly okay. And that, yes, imposter syndrome is a thing, and it never truly goes away. There are even many days now where I still feel like I can be an imposter, but I know it's just a hurdle I have to get over and establish myself as that thing that I want to be, and then it goes away, right? Until the next thing comes. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you know anybody that's actually dealing with imposter syndrome and maybe having a hard time, please share this video with them. And until next time, I will see you guys later.